Across Florida, a sense of urgency as Hurricane Helene nears.
I mean, rather be safe than sorry, right?
Preparations underway as Helene gains strength over the record warm Gulf of Mexico. The monstrous hurricane slated to slam into Florida's Big Bend coast Thursday evening, bringing with it dangerous winds, flooding, and potentially life-threatening storm surges.
When you're talking about 120, 125 mile an hour, potentially in Tallahassee, certainly on the coast as that makes landfall, those are not numbers that we've seen in recent years.
Well, we've got to get prepared for the storm.
Mandatory evacuations issued for thousands of residents, nearly the entire state under alert.
You know, but it's best to be prepared for the unknown, because if you're prepared, you can manage it better. Any crisis, much better.
At this sandbag location, all hands on deck. In this time of emergency, those serving time in Pasco County's correctional system.
Hi, ma'am, you're all set, okay?
Now serving others.
Helping like today with sandbags and really focusing on the residents of the community that are elderly or infirmed or, need some of assistance.
A couple years ago, I had to do it myself, and I have a bad back, so it wasn't easy. So, yes, I'm very thankful.
In Steinhatchee, Florida, I'm Maribel Gonzalez.
The vice president called for greater investments in manufacturing for new technologies that would impact communities like the ones right here in Pittsburgh. She also called for increased investment in aerospace and artificial intelligence in a nod to how that would impact factory towns across the state of Pennsylvania. But ultimately, she seemed to want to make a cultural argument here that when it comes to the challenges that everyday Americans have to confront, that former President Donald Trump simply doesn't get it.
Donald Trump intends to take America backward to the failed policies of the past. He has no intention to grow our middle class. He's only interested in making life better for himself and people like himself, the wealthiest of Americans.
And the criticism didn't end there. The vice president accused the former president of being one of the biggest losers when it comes to manufacturing. She accused him of selling out America, saying that that is something that she would never do, sell out the nation to America's adversaries or competitors.
The motorcade is arriving. Two very important pandas are being given the presidential treatment here in Hong Kong. These are national treasures that were gifted by the Chinese central government to Hong Kong ahead of the October National Day holiday next week. Now, the pandas, they touched down earlier before midday today, Thursday, in Hong Kong. They were given a welcoming ceremony at the Hong Kong International Airport, and then they were given a very special escort by elite police officers on motorcycles to their new home here at Hong Kong's Ocean Park. The two 5-year-old pandas are named An An and Ke Ke. They're from a conservation and research center in Sichuan province. Now, An An is male, Ke Ke is female. They were both born in June of 2019. They are not genetically related, and they're said to have complementary characteristics. They're also said to be in good health. Even so, they have to spend 30 days in quarantine here at Ocean Park, and then after that, they have a month to acclimate and to get used to their new habitat. But the public won't get a chance to see the dynamic duo of the giant pandas until mid-December. Christy Lustau, CNN, Hong Kong.
A scary moment for a rock star. Tommy Lee and his wife were caught on a security camera. A coyote snatched the couple's dog from behind their home in Los Angeles, as you just saw. Thankfully, Brittany quickly ran outside and rescued Nina. She says she's had to yank the dog out of the coyote's mouth. Nina is safe and okay, but they're warning others about coyotes in the area.